Hello, darlings. Today we are going to learn about how God can use all we have for His glory, including our homes. In 2 Kings, we learn about how a young woman helps Elisha because he was one of God's prophets. In the Bible, the prophet is a person who gives people God's messages. So let's sit back and get your Bibles and turn to 2 Kings chapter 4. And let's learn about this amazing story of how God used a woman's simple offering of her home and food to bless Elisha. And in return, God blessed the woman with the desire of her heart. A kind woman from the town of Shunem would invite Elisha to her house to eat. She was always glad to share some food with him in her home. Then this woman had an idea. She said to her husband, "This man who regularly passes through our town is a holy man of God. Why don't we make a little room for him on the roof?" They set Elisha up a room and furnished it with a bed, a table, chair, and lamp. Then Elisha could stay with them whenever he came through their way. Elisha was very happy to have a place to stay while he traveled. He thought about how kind the woman had been to him by sharing her home with him. This is called hospitality. Elisha wanted to give this woman something for being so nice. Since this woman did not have any children, he could ask God to give her a baby. Elisha told the lady the next year God would give her a child. She was surprised and afraid it would not happen. But what do you think God did? That's right, God gave her a child the next year. The woman and her husband loved their son, but one day he had an awful headache. And the woman held him and rocked her little boy in her lap. She tried to make him feel better, but the boy died. The mother carried him to the room where Elisha always stays. The boy's mother remembered that Elisha was a man of God. Elisha saw her coming. He knew something was wrong. The woman told him her son had died. She knew he could help her because he was a man of God. He saw the boy was dead, and he prayed to God. The boy opened his eyes, and the woman saw that her son was alive again. She was so thankful and happy to have her baby back. This woman was wise. She used her house to serve others and gave Elisha refuge when he traveled. And that is what we call hospitality. And just as Elisha had a safe place to stay, God is our refuge. We can show others our love for God by using our homes and our other possessions to serve and care for people. The woman used her home, and Elisha used his prayer life. And they used those things that God had given them to help each other. We should love one another and use the blessings that God has given us to share God's grace and love with people who are in need of help. I pray you all have a wonderful week, and let's find ways to bless each other with what God has given us. I love you, sweethearts. Bye-bye.